And the Federal Trade Commission has approved its largest fine ever, $5 billion. That's with a B. And that fine is being imposed upon Facebook over their privacy practices. This goes back to the 2016 election where they allowed third parties to access very private user information for the purposes of ad targeting. This was apparently in violation of Facebook's privacy policies that came out of a 2011 settlement with the FTC over similar issues, and it looks like the commission has just had enough. Now, the commission's vote was apparently 3-2, with the two Democrats on the FTC board opposing it because they wanted to see a more wholesale regulation of Facebook's internal practices. That was rejected by the majority Republican members on the board. The FTC will nonetheless have some oversight here moving forward. They're going to re-review Facebook's practices. What happens a lot of times in these cases is that they assign an auditor to make sure that they're following these practices as time goes on here. And clearly with $5 billion now, they'll have plenty of money to pay for all of the oversight that they will be imposing upon the company here as things move forward. So this is a big deal, but it falls short of more extensive regulation, which some in Congress would like to see, given just how big this is becoming. Now, Facebook, for its part, makes a lot of money, and it's probably not going to be all that painful for them to pay this fine. So just in the last quarter of 2018, they brought in almost $17 billion in revenue, and the net profit on that revenue was well over $6 billion. So this is just a good chunk of their fourth quarter profits that they retained after expenses. That's a pretty significant amount of money that they made, and it's crazy that this fine can be paid without a significant detriment to the company's ongoing operations here. It just shows you how much they make. One thing of note here from this CNBC story on their 2018 quarterly earnings was that each user is worth about $7.37 to the company. And it looks like the value of those users went up 21% over the prior quarter. And I'm guessing a lot of their success in the fourth quarter of 2018 came from the election here in the U.S. Political advertising is a big deal on Facebook. They make a ton of money on it. And just like TV stations, they all do very well in the last quarter of an election year because that's when all of those ads are running. But this does give you a sense as to how much money they're making, how much this fine will actually hurt the company, and how much you are worth to them.
This channel is brought to you by the Lon.TV supporters, including gold-level supporters, the Four Guys with Quarters podcast, emudev.org, Tom Albrecht, Brian Parker, and Kalyan Kumar. If you want to help the channel, you can by contributing as little as $1 a month. Head over to lon.tv/support to learn more. And don't forget to subscribe. Visit lon.tv/s.